I've learned that some basic morals and principles and just common courtesy things that I've learned growing up throughout my life and practiced throughout my life. There are people that's alive and very well today, my age, younger and older, who don't practice these things, but they still want the same meaningful connection. So, yeah, it's a big reason why I dropped the channel because, man, you have to know what you want and you have to know what you're willing to do to get.
Blacks on the beach ain't none of it, though.
All right, YouTube, what's going on? It's your main man, Humble Hampton. Most of y'all know me as Brian. So now we're gonna get started into really and truly what today is all about. Why I even decided to start this YouTube channel. The process of storytelling, designing my lifestyle, picking up skills, learning new hobbies, meeting new people, things of that nature. So we're gonna get right into it. So one of the main reasons personally I decided to start storytelling, explaining things from my point of view, just I found out about myself that I'm a great people connector. So I connect with people very well. And it's not everybody, and it's usually depending upon the energy of the other person, and maybe mine that day too. But no, for the most part, I connect with people. So what I decided to do, what I decided to do was start listening more than I speak. So everywhere I go, I talk to people, I ask questions. I want to know their background, their story, why they do what they do, because most times we don't even understand what gives us purpose until we start to talk to other people and we listen to what gives them purpose. So for me, I'll just, I started off with listening, like I said, and say I'm out by myself. I approach somebody, hi, how are you? Say we're going to the same restaurant and we walk up to the same food truck vendor. A nice smile and a wave, something simple goes a long way. So I've learned that some basic morals and principles and just common courtesy things that I've learned growing up throughout my life and practiced throughout my life. There are people that's alive and very well today, my age, younger and older, who don't practice these things, but they still want the same meaningful connection. So, yeah, it's a big reason why I dropped the channel because, man, you have to know what you want and you have to know what you're willing to do to get what you want. There's good ways of going about it and there's bad ways of going about it. But with that being said, just remember, there's a flip side to those coins as well. So it's always best to do as you want done unto you, do unto others as you would want done unto you. Treat people like you want to be treated. Simple as that. Now, tell you about a 17-year-old kid straight out of high school going straight to the military, around grown men who's had lives, experiences, who's already traveled, and some who's never even left their home state. All the way up until, getting out of the military and still meeting people, business owners, doctors, lawyers, homeless people, athletes, professional and non-professional, all types of people, skilled people too, people that are great in the things that they're good in. And I've learned along the way to pick up something positive from each person rather than always nitpick at the negative or nitpick at what I personally don't like. Sometimes I get out of my feelings and I put my ego or pride or whatever to the side and I fully make it about that person simply because honestly, that's what I would want done for me. And to be honest with you, when has the last time somebody sat down with you and made it only about you, solely about you, and focused on you. I'll wait. Okay, so with that being said, I like to give sometimes that part of myself to people just because I don't want that in return immediately or anything at all. That's just how I would want someone to make me feel, and I've learned to put out into the universe what I want to come back to me. And if I could just say a quick little story about that, right? I was watching this show. I forgot. I can't remember what network it was on, if it was Stars or HBO or one of those, but BMF. So now if you know what BMF is, you know what BMF is. So you got Big Meech, Little Meech. You know what I'm saying? So basically, there was a scene where Meech and his brother Terry was in the car on the show, and or maybe they were around some cars. I know I love cars, but I remember Meech, tells him STO. STO. So it was sticking in my head. STO. Y'all remember that now. STO. See it, touch it, obtain it. Once I heard that notion, and it's on the show BMF, and once I seen like the correlation of what it meant to them and tied it into what it meant to me, I said, okay, it's a no-brainer. We touch our phone every day. Most of us hop on YouTube every day, or some form of entertainment, Netflix, Facebook, TikTok, Pinterest, whatever it is that you hop on, you do it every day. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, if I see it, I touch it, I obtain it. Like if I want it, I'm gonna do that. So even with cars, right? I have been fortunate enough to put myself in position to be around nice cars that I love. And I've touched them, drove them, cleaned them. I mean, I've learned what it is to know about the ins and outs about certain vehicles when it comes to doing anything with them, because you have to be very careful with these vehicles. But since that saying, man, since I heard that, since that notion came in my head, it don't matter if you're a man, woman, child, or baby. Like if you want something, figure out how to put yourself in a position to be around it. Even if it's you want to be a doctor, okay, work your way up. Go into an emergency room one night if you don't know nobody. Check yourself in, tell them you got a headache or something, then you go from the nurse to, or I don't know if it's the nurse automatically, but the assistant, then the nurse, maybe the doctor. I mean, there's ways you can go about being around who you need to be around. So imagine one emergency room check leads you to meeting the doctor. One conversation has you a mentor. Next thing you know, you're on your path to becoming a doctor because of one emergency room visit. It can be that simple. I don't like to make things complicated. I really don't. I don't believe in making things complicated. What do they? Keep it simple, stupid, or KISS? Yeah, the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. If it's not simple, if it's not something that I can copy, black and white, front to back, and then sometimes you might need to just relax and just calm down. Sometimes never reinvent the wheel. I always do what's working. Just add your little spin to it. And sometimes people pour too much sugar in the Kool-Aid sometimes. So for the majority part of the video, though, to be honest with you, through manifestation, I'm gonna tell you, once I told myself, see it, touch it, obtain it, STO, now I deliberately do things. So even if it's, let's just say, money, I always have an abundance mindset. So I think money all the time, not like I need it and I'm hungry for it, but more so like the value in things, the value in people, the value in the signs that are around me, the land, the air, there's value in everything if you choose to see it. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and conclude this video. And if you've been watching this long, don't forget to one of these corners right here. I have all my links to all my social media. Follow me on there. Don't forget to give this video a like. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. Thank you guys for tuning in with your boy, Humble Hampton. Peace.